Hello everyone, this is Bernice from the Napping Mouse, and in today's video we're going to be creating these Christmas cards that are fun, quick, and easy, and will use up a lot of the supplies you may have already around the house. So if you're interested, then grab yourself your favorite drink and let's get started. Okay folks, so the supplies you'll be needing today is 3 inches by 4 inches of some type of Christmas paper, some type of images. That way I'll explain to you in a bit where I got this from. Also some decorative Christmas paper, some 5x7 cards. These are just regular flat cardstock here, so you'll need that. And then a 4-bar envelope, which the 4-bar is 3 5/8 by 5 1/8 envelope, and these are great to put your Christmas cards in. Some paper, 8.5 by 11 paper. The thickness of this paper is if you put 2 copy papers together. That's how pretty much thick it is. But if you don't have any specialty papers, then you can go ahead and use copy papers. This is going to be the lining of your cards. And then any kind of sentiment, Christmas sentiment stamps, that would help a lot. I've had these for a long time, and I believe I got this from, yes, the Oriental Trading Company. But I'll tell you right now, these are over 10 years old, so I don't know if they still carry it. I'm sure they carry other ones. I haven't checked just yet, but you may want to check those out. And then also some kind of stamp, some kind of ink here. We're going to be using Memento Louche in Espresso Truffle, and then a form of tape. It's some kind of tape runner. And then also you'll need some kind of die cuts. I've got this one that I punched out. This was from the Martha Stewart punch here. I don't have this in my store, but you can find them in craft stores or in markets like eBay or, I don't know, Poshmark, other ones like that. So maybe Facebook Marketplace may have some of those. But otherwise, if you have anything similar to that, that would work. And then some ribbons here. These are 1/4 of an inch, and we'll be creating faux bows with this. And then also, if you have some decorative brads, that's great. If you do not have these decorative brads, you can use just regular office brads, and that would work just well. Some vintage buttons, some, what else? I got these kind of brads. These are so cute. I don't have any more of those, though. Any kind of vintage ephemeras or any other ephemeras you want to use. And this is just a trick. If you want to use a clothespin to make the faux bows, they make it really easy, and I'll show you later on in this video. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, folks, so the first thing that you want to do is get your 5x7 cards and get your trimmer out. And what you'll do is at the 7-inch mark, you are going to score it at 3.5 to each of the cards. Okay, now I still have these on my online store, so, and I've got them in various colors. I'll go ahead and post those down below, the link down below to those. So once you do that, and then after you finish scoring, go ahead and fold it in half and then burnish it like this to each one, and you're going to set each one of these aside in one pile. Okay, now as a thought, this kind of brings it up to the next level. If you have a die cutting machine, and some embossing folders, this will just add awesome. I mean, it just adds your cards to the next level. Okay, I've used the Anna Griffin, the Cricket Cuttlebug, and this one is called Acanthus. I'll have that spelling for you. But all you're going to do is you're going to take your card, your 5x7 card, you're going to fold it and you're going to run it through your die cutting machine, and this is what you'll have. Now, keep in mind, you'll have an embossed side and a debossed side, okay? In my opinion, any side is really great. So, and I've got this one here too. So these are the other ones that I've used. Now, this one is from Provo Craft. I'm not sure what this is called. Okay, but if I find out, I will link it down below, okay? All right, so go ahead and set that aside, and we will work on our lining. Okay, folks, so the next thing you're going to need is your trimmer and your copy paper. Okay, whichever one you want to use. If you want to use the copy paper itself, it would look great. If you want to take it to the next level, then you'll use some specialty paper. I still have this in my store, so if you're interested, I'll have that link down below. Okay, so now take your copy paper, and you notice I'm gonna do all 4 together because I'm going to be creating a lot of Christmas cards. Okay, so first thing you'll do is get your scoreboard, and at the 8.5 inch side, you are going to cut it to 6 3/4. Okay, 6 3/4. That's half 6. Okay. Make sure the paper is all lined up, especially when you're using multiple paper. You want to make sure that's the case. And then go ahead and flip it to rotate it to the 11-inch side. And at 11 inch, you're going to cut it at 4 3/4. Okay, I'm going to do that 2 times. Okay, these 2 will be scraps, so set that aside or put that in your scrap pile. Okay, next thing you'll do, you'll put your trimmer away, and then you'll fold these in half. So this would be at the 6 3/4 side. You will fold it in half. Okay, if you want to do it individually, that's fine. I just go ahead and do it all at once. And these will be the lining for your cards. So before we so that'll be the lining for the cards. So we're going to take this and we're going to put this as the lining. We'll stamp the sentiment that we want in here, and then glue it in. Okay, we won't glue the sentiment directly to the card. I think this is just a great way to add a little bit of interest to the card. And also, if you make a mistake, you can just, before you glue it down, you could just redo it. So always have extras of these on hand. Okay, all right, so this is my second stack here, and go ahead and fold that in half. Okay, and then this will all be on another pile. So this will we'll have the card base on one pile, and we'll have the lining on a second pile. Okay, folks, so the next thing that you're going to do is get your Christmas paper, and you're going to cut it at 3 by 4 inches. Okay, now I'm using these images here already, not pre-cut, but pre-made for me, so I don't have to worry about it, and that's what makes it so easy. This is from Authentique, and the collection is called Christmas Greetings. And they came, this pack is an older one. I actually bought this at Tuesday Morning, and unfortunately Tuesday Morning doesn't exist anymore. So you may need to look online for something similar to this, okay? But this one is just amazing. This one had so many different kind of images here, and then it was also double-sided, making it great for me to use the other side for other things if I wanted to. Oops, sorry, I shook that table. But anyways, I've already pre-cut these, so the video won't take so long, so you don't have to see me cut it. But that's what you'll need, okay? And let me see. Let me show you some more of this. I mean, it just came with so many great images, and I just thought it was just really, really neat. Okay, this one I already showed you. But yes, this is the collection, and I did get this at Tuesday Morning when they were still open. But this is the collection, and they do have a lot more. And they did have some 12 by 12 papers that were just double-sided Christmas with no images like that, but they were had just the kind of a whole sheet of just the Christmas decor. Okay, so now let's go ahead and separate those. We're going to put them into 3 different piles now. Okay, so now that we have everything cut out, we are going to start assembling them. So we'll take our piles, the images, the Christmas images, I have it in pile 1. The lining, I have it in pile 2. Actually, I know this is going to be reversed, but trust me on this one. The base will have it in pile 2, and then the lining will have it in pile 3. Okay, I'm not really making this very dimensional. The dimensional part will be in the decorating part of the, the embellishments and all that stuff. But I'm trying to make sure that it will go through the post office and it will send using the least amount of postage. Okay, so, but the first thing that I'm going to do, oh, and I'm sorry, you'll need your sentiments now, your Christmas sentiments. If you don't want to add any Christmas sentiments, then this is a great way to write your anything down. If you make a mistake, no worries, then you go ahead and you just start it over, because we've cut a few of these extras for that reason, okay? But if you do have sentiments and you want to go ahead and use it, then go ahead and grab your ink here. And what I like to do is this. I will go through my pile. Okay, let's say we're going to do like 4 at a time, okay? So we'll do this. Then I'll go ahead and I'll have all of my base down, and then I will look through the images and see which ones I want to use. So this one here, I still believe in Santa. That could actually be a great sentiment to go on the inside of the card. So if you don't want to use this on the outside as a base, then go ahead and put it on the inside of the card, okay? Just keep in mind that the outside here, if it has any kind of dimension, will be a little bit difficult to write. I guess if you want to put it on this side, so that it'll be easier for you to write on that side, that's an option as well, okay? Or take one of these here, put it on, glue it onto here first, write what you want here, and then glue everything down. It'll make it a lot easier, okay? So that, you know what, why don't we just do that, okay? That one will be for the sentiment. So there we go. That one will be for sentiment, and then believe in children. This is a cute one right here, so I'm going to put that here. That will be for that. And then let's see, when it snows, nature listens. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's a cute one right here. So maybe I can use it for that, or check that one. Maybe this one will look better with that. And so, well, that one looked better too. So let's just run with this. Do we want to use that lady? Not right now. That's a cute one, so I'll go ahead and put that there. Okay, we got that. And then let's choose one more. I actually like the Santa one. This is really cute. They're all cute. That's what's hard to decide. I still believe in Santa. Oh, well, maybe. Oh, children's Christmas list. Look at that. That'll be cute here. Decide. Oh, let heaven and nature sing. Oh, this is a nice one too. Just nice and simple. Okay, we'll do that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to choose. You give me too many options, and then that's it. But we're going to make more Christmas cards, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, so now what you want to do is, before you glue this down, okay, or attach this to here, the reason why I had you wait before you put your sentiments is because you're not sure if your image will be at a landscape position or at a portrait position like this, okay? So let's, for example, I will set that aside for later. So this here is a landscape. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose my sentiments, and I've already got some that I've chosen, okay? So I'm going to use, okay, this one says joy to the world, all right? So let's go ahead and do that. So that one is landscape. I'm going to do this at landscape, and then I'm going ahead and I'll stamp this at landscape like that, okay? Another great thing to have is some scrap paper. So before you actually stamp on to, I hope I'm in frame. Oh God, I hope I was all in frame. Okay, sorry about that. Before you stamp onto, let me move this all aside. Does your craft table get messy like this? I hope I'm not the only one. I try to be as organized as possible and making it look nice and pretty. Go ahead and stamp it onto your sample page here, to your scrap paper, before you actually stamp it. Okay, so I like that, and then you'll know the pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and I will, let me set all this aside. Okay, I'm in frame. Okay, so now that's pretty much the middle. Let's hope for the best. If I had made a mistake or I don't like the way it looks, I can go ahead and do another one. But actually, I like the way it looks, so we're going to leave it like that. So now the next thing that I want to do is make sure that I'm going to go ahead and put tape runner on it. But make sure that it's close to the folded edge as possible. And you don't want to put the tape runner down where you put the sentiment, okay? The reason being is that when you open up the card already opens to the the opening, the middle part. If you do it the other way around, then you're going to have the recipient's going to have to flip the page over. It's not a big deal, but these little details do make a big difference, you know. So it just shows that you were actually took the extra mile to think of that part. Okay, so now we'll put this over here. Okay, there we go. And we'll set this aside to embellish later. And so we'll make more cards. I'll make one more. We'll make one that's directional. And then let's see. This one says, which one did this one say? Which one did it? Oh, have a magical holiday season. That's what that said. That's a cute one. Okay, so let me get this. And I will have Santa over here. So this is now portrait. So now I know. Go ahead and I'll stamp it. I'll make sure it's portrait. I'll stamp it in the middle. And then instead of rocking it, I press it down, okay? There we go. Perfect. I am happy. All right, we'll go ahead and set this aside. Oh, I got some ink here. Oh, from my hands. Look at that. Okay, so there's a way of remedying that, okay? So let's see. I've got some, what do you call it? Snowflakes. And so what I'll do is this. I will put this, let me set this aside without touching it. Okay. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. I will go ahead and put snowflakes on the top like that, so you won't even use it. But I didn't mean to do that, so I'm going to have to do that over, okay? So this is a mistake, okay? And it's a good thing to have like just a wet cloth, because, you know, things like this happens and you just don't want it to transfer over to your work, especially if you've gone like really far in decorating and putting things together, and then all of a sudden you make this big boo-boo. Okay, trust me, I've done it myself, and it just happens. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I do this. Okay, there we go, and I'll set this aside. And then if I want to, I can go ahead and add some extra little detail here, okay? And you see that I didn't go ahead and I kept stamping. I kept using the same thing, and that's okay, because then you'll get like a lighter impression every time you go, okay? But there you have it, and that's just one way to make it a little extra special. Okay, so let's do the, oops, I'll set this one aside. I'll close this up so I don't get more ink on myself. Okay, and let's go ahead and put this down like that, and we'll put this on this card. And if you want to, you can actually put another piece of paper, like if you're concerned that your hands are dirty and it's going to transfer, and you don't want it to transfer now onto this card here. So, I mean, there's always ways of fixing it. It is paper. But that's another way of doing it, is putting a piece of paper on top of it. Okay, I'll go ahead and glue it. And I didn't show you, but what I did to these cards beforehand was I inked the edges here. So if you don't want to see that white spot and you wanted to give it more of a vintage feel, then go ahead and ink the edges, okay? All right, so I've got these two here, and I'll put these aside and I'll finish those later. So now the next thing that you want to do is go ahead and turn on your hot glue gun and get your embellishments, and we'll work on that next, okay? and I'll go ahead and get my hot glue gun. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I'm back, and I went ahead and I made some more cards other than these two. So as you can see, I do have a stockpile of cards waiting to be embellished. And so we're going to do these two first. And what I did was I'm going to create this faux bow like this. I thought it would be just really super simple, super cute. You know, keep it nice, and this should go through the postage meter, and you shouldn't have extra postage, but double check with your post office though, okay? All right, so in order to create this faux bow, what we're going to do is we're going to take our ribbon. Now I'm using a 1/4 inch size, and this is about 8 inches. Let me double check. Yes, about a little over, it's 8.5 inches is what I cut. And it'll give me some room for snipping and doing that. Oh, and I'm sorry, the bow that I'm using is from Waste Not Paper ribbon, and this one is called Vintage Gold. I still have some of this on my online store, so at the time of this filming, I'll have that link down below. But I do have this, and I also have it in other colors as well. But I like to use this one here because this is a really high quality satin ribbon. So, yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your bow and you're going to fold it into thirds, okay? And like that, just like nice and straight like this, okay? If you want to, you can add like a little curve to it. I'll show you. I'm sorry. I'll show you. There we go. You can add a curve to this. So this is called a faux bow right here. Like you're not actually tying. It's going to look like it's tied. For the love of... Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, there. That is your faux bow right there. And then what I like to do is I like to get my clothesline here. You can use any kind of clip. And this is just to hold it in place, okay? Then what I'll do is I'll take a... let me see what will look in there. I'll get a brad. Now I've got these decorative brads. This is actually from Stampin' Up, and I'm not sure if they still have it. This is a pretty old one here. So you'll have to check with that, and you'll need a Stampin' Up demonstrator in order to purchase one of this, okay? If not, you can use any kind of brad, decorative brad ribbon. There's like a lot. You can, I mean, even like I said, you can use the Office Depot one if you want, or just a regular office one. Okay, put that in the center and go ahead and fold it in. Now I'm maneuvering this so I could fold it up like this, and I'll fold this guy down, and then I'll need to trim this, but I can just use my regular scissors and I can go ahead and cut this. Now be careful when you do this, okay, because you're going to put force into it. All right, so there we go. Cut that. And let's cut a little bit of the other side. Okay, now I'll go ahead and I'll press it. I'll put it, measure it, put it in the center here. Okay, when you cut the, when you trim the tails here, a good way of like having it look really nice is to make sure your bow is like this, okay, but you're going to cut straight up, okay, from the, so you'll have like a nice separation like that, but you'll cut straight up, and do the same on each side. Don't have it like two different, like one is that looks like this and the end of the tail looks like that. It looks more polished if you have it symmetrical, okay? Like, look how beautiful that looks. Simple, awesome, beautiful. Now I can go ahead and put, glue that down. So let me do this. Let me get my, oops. Let me grab my hot glue gun here. I will dab that. And of course, be careful with the hot glue guns because they can hurt you really bad. Now I like it to put it down there. I think it looks so cute. But I could have put it on the side. Like, how cute would this be if I put it on the side like this? Okay, let me show you one. And we'll probably use one. Like, that would be cute on the side. Or it could have been up. Or I could have put the card down and put this ribbon up. So there's so many ways for you to do it. But look how quick and simple this is. Okay? And I call this good. So that's ready to go. Now we've got this one here. And then we'll create another faux bow. So let's do another one. And you can use another, let's see, if you have a ribbon, you can actually tie this and use like buttons like this. And I'll show you some samples of what I've done. But I'm just going to go ahead and get another one of these brads. Let's see, do I have it in red? Red would look nice. I have it in clear. What's this color here? Clear. So I'll go ahead and do clear again. And again, spread the, what are these called? Tinge, prongs? I don't know what they're called. If you guys know what these are called, please leave it down in the comments. Okay. And also, people, if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. And if there's going to be some more videos on paper crafting, so if you're interested in that, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you join us. Let's see, there we go, there we go. I would love for you to join us and enjoy our crafting community here. People have a lot of great ideas that they throw out there, and I'm really appreciative of all of them. Of course, I'm not going to know everything, and I'm always wanting to learn more. Whoops. Ooh, okay. That looks okay. I'll just leave it at that. If you have ribbons that are a little frayed, go ahead and take a match or a lighter and just light it up really quickly. It'll stop it from fraying. Okay, that would look cute right there, or that would look cute right there too. I like that. Okay, and then if you wanted to add a sentiment, that would look really nice. I'm just keeping these quick and easy. And let's go ahead and glue that on. Oh, my kitty cat's close to my hot glue gun there, so I hope she doesn't get it. But yeah, all right, that looks adorable right there. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. And then this, I've made some here, but I want to show you something else. I have two different ribbons here. You can mix and match and add texture to them. I'm going to go ahead and add this burlap type ribbon. Again, this is from, or jute band is what they're calling it. Oh, it's a burlap ribbon. Okay, it's a burlap ribbon. So again, this is from Stampin' Up, so I don't know if they still have this or not, but there's a lot in hobby stores. I'm going to fray the edges and give it a little bit of a rough appeal to it. Not only does this cover, well, let's see, will this look better? You know what? I think this is what I want. Okay. Because of nature, this gives it like more of a rustic feel and everything. So I'm going to add it to this guy here. So I'll go ahead and hot glue this to hot glue gun. I'll go ahead and add that there. Okay, and then I can add that there. And just to give it more of a little interest, introduce more textures. You know, the combination of burlap and satin, who knew, huh? I like it. Okay, there we go. There's that. Perfect. And another thing you can do, I'll be using this too, but another thing you can do, like if you, there's a lot of people that got into that, what do you call it? That, oh, what's that bead thing? Well, let me add this and then I'll come to mind. Okay, so we're just going to add this, and I'm just going to use regular glue for this, but just to add interest, again, I could stamp it some more. Here, I'll put that right here. You can add it to the front, you can add it to the inside, but yes, this will just look great, just for added interest. There we go. I'm going to put it there. I'll put it there. Diamond art, that's the thing, diamond art. So there is a lot of beads that come in diamond art, and I'm sure that if you've done it, before or know somebody that have done it, they've got a lot. Well, you can actually glue some of those and make it a little sparkle. So that's another great way of using materials that you may already have, or maybe you know somebody who has that already, and you know, they'll give it away, or you know, maybe you can have a craft day or something like that. Oh, that'll look cute. Oh, why not? Why not? Should I add this? No, I kind of like the other one. So yeah, just go ahead and play. That'll look nice, but I'll have to cut that one. And I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to glue that right there. I think it's going to look really sweet. Oh, let me fix this. Oh, another thing I can do also is I can add, like, make it like really, really festive. That's another way. So I'll glue this one here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue because I don't want the glue to seep through too much from the holes of this button. But yes, there we go. That is so sweet. That is so cute and so sweet. Okay, folks, well, that's it. I mean, I've got all these other ones, but let me show you. Let me go back to the ones that I've already completed. Okay, so these are the ones that we've done. These are the ones that I have to complete still, so I'll go ahead and set that aside. But look at all this that I've done. Look how just adorable and cute. I've added the snowflake that I punched, and then the brad that I had the snowflake still, and then added a sentiment down here. So, I mean, there's so much that you can do. I had this brad that I finally used it all up, these poinsettias, and I thought they looked adorable. But if you wanted to add another sentiment there, you can go ahead and stamp that. But just to give you ideas of what you can do, and this is just a quick and easy one. You know, I'm not putting a lot of textures or, oh, here's the ones with the diamond art that I was telling you about. Can you see that? Can you see the subtleness of that? Here's that one. Did I do another one? Let me see. That I just stamped around also with that, but I'm trying to see. Oh, here's another one with the diamond art. See? I mean, it's just a great way to use your supplies. Okay, folks, well, that's it. I hope you enjoy this video. Again, if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be having a lot more videos coming out soon. Okay, folks, and if I haven't told you, happy holidays. Have a safe Christmas and a happy new year to everybody. And I hope everybody is safe and full of joy and get their wishes fulfilled, and just have a great holiday. Okay? Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.